what should the NCAA do in regards to its athletes, its systems, its legislations, its policies, its rules, a whole plethora of things. And Donald Trump held a meeting to figure out the state of the NCAA. And there were politicians there. The NCAA president, Charlie Baker, was there. ADs and former coaches, Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, were all in attendance. But the thing that stuck out to me and really is mind-boggling, there were no current student athletes there at the roundtable talk. We're having a discussion in regards to what's going to be happening and what's going to be affecting these student athletes. But nobody thought to bring in student athletes. Like, I thought that was honestly crazy because all the rules and all the changes that might happen from these executive orders are going to affect the athletes the most. And you don't even bring them in the building to get their opinion. I was trying to figure out a great comparison. I just thought that was like if a restaurant put out a customer survey of the top meals, the top dishes that they should serve. And instead of getting customers who have been to the restaurant, they go ask the cooks. The cooks aren't eating the food. The cooks are making the food. You need to ask the people who are actually eating the food and actually have a true say, going to give you a true rating, a true response. Not having the student athletes in the building, I think, is completely missing the point. You need to be able to speak to the ones who are doing the work, the ones who are putting in the work. Coaches, I think, should definitely be in there. But a room full of politicians for college athletics, it's not going to get it because you keep having these politicians come in thinking they know about the game. You're going to have to keep handling these lawsuits, people suing you left and right, people getting infinite years of eligibility, a whole bunch of stuff. You need to poll definitely the current athletes, former athletes, but you need the athletes in the building. College athletics itself definitely needs some changes, but it only needs a few tweaks. If I was to give my thoughts, and I'm on my show, so I am going to give my thoughts of what should happen in college athletics, it should be this. There's no problem with the athlete getting paid at all because there are millions of dollars, even billions of dollars that are being brought into the fold. And I think you should not limit how much money a player makes, but you should limit how many times a player can transfer and move around. It shouldn't be about, I'm just going to leave this school because this person threw a dollar amount at me, this person threw a dollar amount at me. Because you look at it, a lot of these athletes aren't graduating, not getting their degree, and then when it's all said and done, they don't have a place to go back to. I sat down with Roman Harper on the show, and he said there's something to be said for having a home and a place to go back to. You don't have an alumni base, you don't have any connections. What are you going to do when that money runs out? What are you going to do when you're 25 years down the line? Where are you going to call home? I think there needs to be a one free transfer. And I think after that, you have to sit out, change it back. I'm not going to be hypocritical. I transferred after I got my degree. Let me say that. But I transferred one time. So you need to have a one-time transfer rule, free of charge. Then if you transfer after that, you have to sit out. Then I also think the athlete should have to give the money back to a university if they dip on them, because why would you still get paid if you aren't performing or producing for the team? That's all I think. I think we need to be honest with ourselves about this whole NIL pay for play thing. NIL is, if you see a Stuck jersey, I'm balling at Auburn. I'm the quarterback, and I got all my jerseys in the bookstore. They got Stuckey on the back. Number one, people are buying them. I should make money off of that, yes. But if Texas A&M's like, dang, Stuck, you balling at Auburn, we want you to come to our school, we'll give you $2.5 million. That's not NIL. That's pro. You're really good, we're going to pay you more. That's how it goes. I think NIL is, when I mentioned Flajay, you see her on the billboard, name, image, and likeness, get Gordon, that's NIL. Do stuff for the company. But I'm just going to give you some money, and you come to my school, that's not NIL, that's pay for play. I think we need to be real about it. I think you need to have the athletes and the people who are truly affected by all of this in the building, giving their opinions to make the change and come up with what's best for the entire landscape of the NCAA. Get the athletes in the building.
Whoa. Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah,